Welcome back to Golden Goose and my Team Builder Dynasty series that follows the South Canadian Wild Geese. Now in this episode, we're taking on Rutgers. Now they're quite a bit better than us on paper, like usual, but Kirk is still siding with the Wild Geese in this one. Rutgers hasn't really got much going this season. They're 2-2, we're 3-1, and they're coming into the Igloo where we're usually pretty good. So we have two recruits visiting this week. Joey Simmons, a guard who's 66 overall. We are winning him currently, so hopefully that continues. And then up here we have another player that's coming to visit this week, this defensive tackle, Brian Quinn. Now we want this guy bad, and we're way down on him, so we need this to go well. And we're closing the gap on this wide receiver who's number 51 in the nation, a 4-star recruit though, and then this athlete who's the number 2 athlete in the nation. So close on getting these recruits. If we could get these 15 recruits, I'll be so happy. I know it's a long shot with a few of these guys, but we are in second place with most of these guys towards the bottom, but we're just kind of not closing the gap right now. But without further delay, let's get into this game. Rutgers is basically 16 overall better than us. It's going to be a tough game. If we could pull this off, it would be a miracle, but it would be great to get this win. We have recruits visiting, and it would just make us that much more validated in the American Conference. We're going to wear our alternative jersey in today's game. We have never worn this jersey, and I'm pretty excited about it. If we look here, Rutgers actually has a very powerful pass offense. They're ranked number 10 in the nation, 287 yards per game, and they're pretty good against the pass too, so we're going to have to kind of watch out for that. Our prospects want us to have 3 sacks and 2 tackles for a loss, and also rush for 100 yards and pass for 250 yards. They have a great left tackle, wide receiver, and quarterback, so we definitely have to watch their passing game. And they have a lot of injuries too, a free safety, a left end, and a right outside linebacker. But we're here in the Igloo, in our alternative jerseys, something we've never worn in Wild Geese history. And this is going to be a very interesting matchup against Rutgers. Coach Goose Johnson is on the field, excited to get this contest underway, and all the fans have come out to support their Wild Geese. Now we're 2-0 in the conference. That's all that matters to us. Our conference record, 3-1 on the season. We'd love to improve to 4-1 and 3-0 in conference. That would give us a huge advantage early on in the season. The Wild Geese are coming out onto the field. They're hyped. The running game hasn't been really going this season, but Tom Barrett in the passing attack have been on fire these last 2 weeks. But here in this contest, Rutgers takes on the South Canadian Wild Geese in the Igloo, a sold-out affair. Rutgers are going to kick this one to the Wild Geese to start things off after winning the coin toss. They chose to defer the ball to start this one off, and it looks like Scruggs tries to get to the outside. He's just not as fast as Jared Doughty. I think what the Wild Geese have done this year is kind of smart. They redshirted a lot of their top talent that were in the sophomore, junior age range, because then if they get some solid recruits that are freshmen for next season and some training goes well, they're probably going to have a very solid squad going into next season and really have a chance at this American Conference. There's Nathan Quinn losing 1 yard on his first carry on the day. Last week it really worked with them staying in the air a lot more on the game. Barrett did have one big mistake in that game, but otherwise looked pretty good. Barrett drops back here. He's going to try to deliver a strike to Jose Golden, the Golden Child. 3rd down and 7. The Wild Geese do not want to go 3 and out here. Going to try to nail that one into Nathan Quinn, but it gets denied. 4th and 7. I think if you're a Wild Geese fan, you're really excited for next season. You know, Orlando Everett will be in a quarterback competition with Tom Barrett, but he's so good. He hasn't really got to start a full season. Last year was his true freshman year. He looked pretty good, didn't get to play the full season. Tom Barrett came in and out, but now he's redshirted his sophomore year, so he'll be a sophomore again next year with Tom Barrett being a junior. And I think this time off will only make him better, so I just can't wait to see how Orlando Everett looks next season. I really can't wait to see how also some of their running game and receivers perform after being redshirted throughout the season. And they got some good secondary players out this season on redshirt, so it'll be very interesting. 2nd and 8 here. House trying to pump this home crowd up. Now they have to watch for that passing attack. It's really good by Rutgers. Let's see what they do here on 2nd and long. 2nd and 8. There is a man open to the outside. That outside edge has been a big problem for the Wild Geese all season. New set of downs here for Rutgers. They're in the I formation. That is some play action. There's no pressure on their quarterback, and that's a big 1st down. They're going to review that catch. I think he was in. Let's see this one again. Ball is in his hands, and yeah, that's 2 feet down. That's definitely good. And it stands first down for Rutgers. The Wild Geese need to get some pressure on this quarterback, man. They're just leaving way too much time for him to think about decisions. And there's House in the backfield instantly. 2nd and 14. Nice tackle. They need to impress that defensive tackle recruit that's here this week, so they need some of those, and they need some sacks too. 2nd and 14, and it looks like they only have one back in the backfield. And it is the option. Jennings gonna blow it up. Another great tackle for a loss. 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14. You cannot allow a first down here if you're the Wild Geese. Let's see what they do. They have a man over the middle. Jennings trying to catch up to him. That's a sacked lunch. Who got back there? That's Baldwin with a sack. 4th and 22 out of field goal range. What a great defensive performance on those set of downs. 2 tackles for a loss and a sack. Just stopped them from getting any points there. And Scruggs is going to let this one bounce out. They're going to get it at the 25. 1st down and 10. Tom Barrett rolls out. That is a little bit of play action. The tight end's open. Harmon with the reception, 18 yards and a 1st down. Tom Barrett was made aware, any more big mistakes that cost this team games could result in him losing his starting job. I don't know if they pull Orlando Everett out of redshirt now, but if they're out of contention for their conference and for a bowl game, you can best believe he's not a starter. 2nd and 10, Barrett taking the snap here, staying in the pocket. Oh, he gets sacked before he can get rid of it. 0 for 1 on 3rd down today. Let's see if Barrett can make that different. Barrett's going to drop back looking for anything. He's got his tight end open, but he drops it. 4th and 16, and it looks like another punt from the Wild Geese. This one's out deep towards the sideline. Wow, all the way down to the 28. Pleasant's there, trying to make the tackle, but can't. Colholm can't make the tackle either. Robinson makes it, but there's a flag. Let's hope that's holding. Flipping, there we go. Back them up. That's going to back them up a decent amount back to their 34. Let's see if they try to go to the air here to start things off. And it looks like it is a running play. Not going to go for much. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4, another handoff, and that's blown up by Dykes. 3rd and 7. This crowd is loud. They're loving this defensive performance by the Wild Geese. And oh no, Brown catches it and gets it just barely. I like the pressure this squad is getting on Rutgers. 2nd and 7. And it looks like that's going to end this first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's tied up at nothing. This has been a big defensive battle by the Wild Geese and Rutgers. 2nd down and 7, and it looks like they're going to try to hand this one off. House tries to blow it up. Jennings is there. They can't stop Michael Page from getting that 1st down, though. Trying to get this crowd back into it. 1st down and 10 in Wild Geese territory for Rutgers. And their running back has it. Herb Kirk can't make the tackle, but Jennings is there to lay the boom. 2nd down and 7. Looks like they're trying to bring a little bit of pressure. Another handoff, and he spins off the tackle. 3rd and 2. 3rd down and 2, trying to protect a quick pass attack here. Let's see what happens. It is the option, but Jennings is there to pull him down. 4th and 4. Defense wins championships, and that could be very true in this situation. 4th down and 4 to go. Wide open Carter. They didn't get the pressure to the quarterback, and he had all day to think about that one. Their quarterback's 4 for 4 on the day. He's been perfect. The defense has gotten great stops. And look at this, another big tackle for a loss, 2nd and 13. This defense just needs a big turnover. Something like that would be a huge catalyst at this point. Looks like Jennings looking to play this shallow game. Their quarterback trying to get rid of it, and there's McCauley. Right when we ask for it, we receive it. And that's going to prevent them from scoring. 2 stops for the Wild Geese defense, just playing all out for that defensive tackle that's visiting today. Now we got to do a little bit better for our offensive guard that's visiting. Going to put that up to Moses, and that's going to be intercepted. Ran down the sideline. Nathan Quinn makes the tackle. That was a bonehead decision. And it looks like another running situation. Jennings trying to make the tackle. He's carrying a few guys towards the end zone. 1st and goal. This Wild Geese defense is gassed. They literally got a turnover after being driven downfield, and then it gets turned over again. House misses the tackle. Williams puts down the boom. This is the hard-hitting defense we want to see this Wild Geese squad play. It's just beautiful. Every play is just miraculous. Let's see what we can do here. We don't like this look. We're going back to sending a little bit of pressure. Pressure's been working. And we bring them down. Rawlings, that's a 1-yard loss. Holding them to a field goal here would be very, very big, considering what happened just moments ago. Trying to pump this crowd up. Jennings looking to come on the blitz. The ball is snapped. Jennings is on his way. The quarterback doesn't have much pressure on him. Price making the tackle. That's going nowhere. 4th and goal. And the Wild Geese are going to take a timeout. 1:33 to go in the half. It's hard to even think that this has been a half of football. It's been ridiculously close this whole time. Just a defensive battle. Almost blocked. 1:30 left in this half. Let's see if the Wild Geese can go down and do anything on offense. They haven't done nothing yet. There's Quinn finding a nice hole down to the 34. I've just been informed that Tom Barrett might be looking at one of his last drives of his college football career if he can't get anything going here. Nathan Quinn breaks one, breaks almost two. They got to be in the hurry up though. 2nd and 1. Barrett takes a snap, just over a minute left in this contest, airing this one out to Golden. Jose Golden, the golden child. We heard murmurings on the sideline of the Wild Geese that Barrett might be looking at his last game. They just have to think some things through. Obviously, if he comes in clutch and gets them the win here, it might be a different story. But the Wild Geese said they need a quarterback that can play every down to the best of his ability, and they just haven't seen that in Barrett. Obviously, he doesn't have the ability to scramble and get out of the pocket and out of danger. There we go. We got a wide open tight end. That's Alfred Harmon. That's a 1st down. I will not lie. I'm a huge fan of Tom Barrett's arm. He can drop some dimes when he has to, but he does make a lot of mistakes, and that's just something that the Wild Geese in this conference just cannot afford. And there's Golden. Jose Golden's going to find 9. They're going to take a timeout, it looks like. 29 seconds left in the half. Nathan Quinn's going to get a handoff here, and he's going to find the 1st down. Now they have time to go in the hurry up. 25 seconds and ticking. Barrett takes the snap. Barrett rolls out. Barrett dishes it out to the tight end who drops it. That was Alfred Harmon. Ball sitting at the 10. They don't want to make any mistakes here. You want to come away with points. There you go. You got Alfred Harmon who's going to try to work his way in. I mean, you have to take a timeout. You can take one shot at the end zone, but you can't take a sack here. It could cost you the points. 3rd and 1, 14 seconds to go. Let's see what they do here. That's Jose Golden. The Golden Child catches it in the end zone. A 2-yard touchdown reception to give the Wild Geese the lead in the first half. Field goal here. The extra point is good. 7-3. Beach kicks this one away deep. He's going to be doing that again in 10 seconds as Rutgers gets the ball first in the second half. You got to try to prevent any big kick return here. 7 seconds to go. Are they even going to go for points here? 7 seconds, and it looks like they're going to try to just run the ball here. Taken down for no gain. 3, 2, 1, and halftime. After one half of play, South Canadian Wild Geese lead 7-3 over Rutgers in what's been a massive defensive battle where the Wild Geese defense has really stood up to the challenge here against Rutgers at home in the Igloo. And this one's a way to start the second half. We have 2 more quarters of action left in this one. It looks like they're going to take the knee and take the ball at the 25. Only 79 yards of total offense allowed by the Wild Geese today. From what we've seen so far, the Wild Geese definitely need to send a little bit of pressure to put some pressure on this great quarterback who's an impact player for Rutgers. Let's see what they do here. What's their strategy in this half? And wow, wide open is the tight end. Kirk can barely catch up to him. 28-yard gain. And it looks like this is a passing situation. Wide open in the corner again. 15 yards and a first down. Seems like Rutgers went into the locker room and tried to get a new game plan going here. They really have things moving here in this second half. Kirk trying to make the tackle, and Williams wraps him up. 2nd and 10. I would love to see a little bit more pressure put on the quarterback here. They have 1 sack today, 1 interception, quite a few tackles for a loss. Let's see what they do here. They have a man in motion. Rutgers, they get to the quarterback, but not in time. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, it looks like they're loading that left side. Let's see if they can get to the quarterback here. They have a man close. Jumps up, Bryant picks it off. Does he have a room to get a pick 6? Nah, swallowed up at the 5, but that's 2 interceptions for the Wild Geese today. 1st and 10, they're starting this game on the ground, or this half, I should say, on the ground. Nathan Quinn finds himself nothing. 3 carries today for 2 yards for Quinn. He had such a great year last year, just hasn't been too electric this season. He's just hoping to get around 750 yards at this point, as this team really has become focused on the pass game. And that's another interception by Tom Barrett, and I think you can wave bye-bye to the big man. He knows it. He knows it. This defense has been giving gifts to the Wild Geese this whole game. And it looks like they're going to have to force another big set of downs here. 2nd and 5, a 5-yard gain. Nice wrap-up. 2nd down and 5. They're in I formation, man in motion. And it looks like they are running to that left side. 3rd and inches. 3rd down and inches. Can the Wild Geese hold the Rutgers offense back? And it's man defense, and it's missed. 1st and goal from the inch mark. If they can hold them to a field goal here, that would be a miracle. They're going to the air here. Their quarterback's going to be taken down. And that's another sack. We've fulfilled both requirements by that defensive tackle that's visiting this week. So that's great news. Let's see what happens here as we're trying to send House after this running back. Obviously trying to fill that gap, and it's just huge. Massive running lane, and they get in. Can they block this extra point? Tried. Just barely missed it. And the kick is up to Nathan Quinn on the right side, trying to find blocks. Doesn't find anything down at the 18. Look who is in at quarterback. Orlando Everett has been pulled from the red shirt list to come in and try to finish this season off. Obviously only 4 games in. There's still 8 games left, including this one. So obviously plenty of opportunity for Everett to have a great season. And he's going to dish this one deep to Bernard Scruggs. 25-yard reception with Orlando Everett coming off the bench. It's safe to say now, Tom Barrett probably won't be seeing this starting job again this season unless something happens to Orlando Everett. And Everett's going to slide down after a 9-yard gain. We missed the scrambler. Now they have 3 sophomore quarterbacks that are all going to be juniors next season. It's very interesting. Let's see what they do here. Everett's going to plant his feet and deliver a strike to Morgan, who gets down to the 26-yard line. Everett was supposed to be a true freshman starter last year. He played in a few games. Tom Barrett got some starts. It was everywhere last season. Wishy-washy as all could be. But now, after basically being redshirted for 4 games this season, he's back and ready to do some damage as this Wild Geese team is just moving down the field, now inside the 10. We asked Everett last season what were his aspirations here in college football, and he said it was eventually to go to the NFL. And obviously being a true freshman starting quarterback, that's a big deal. Nathan Quinn trying to get in. He gets to the 5-yard line after a 3-yard gain. The third quarter play is over. Rutgers leads 10-7 over South Canadian Wild Geese. This game is going to come down to one of the last plays most likely. Both teams have 2 interceptions. What a defensive affair. Let's see what Everett can do here. Ball at the 5, 2nd and goal. That is Jose Golden with a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown reception and a great pass delivered by Orlando Everett. 4 for 4 on that drive off the bench. 70 yards and a touchdown. He just looked amazing. And the extra point is good. The Wild Geese lead 14-10 over Rutgers. Time for a studio update though. As we see, Florida State beating Miami 34-31. That game is close. This defensive drive couldn't be any more important. Obviously, the Wild Geese have the edge right now by 4 against Rutgers, a team that they were not really expected to beat. Kirk was siding with them in this one. But man, this has been such a great game by the defense. If I could give any advice to the Wild Geese, it would be to keep the pressure up on this quarterback. At least blitz 1 extra guy per down. I think you're going to have some success. It seems that he's folding under this pressure. Right now they are in the I formation, 9 seconds to go, and they are handing this one off. Brooks gets to that outside edge. He chases him from behind, 2nd and 8. The igloo is pretty loud. Jennings trying to make it louder. 2nd and 8. You don't want to allow any easy passes here. That quarterback has all day, but just gets rid of it, 3rd and 8. This is a big 3rd down. If you can stop the Rutgers team here, you might have a chance at just sealing this game up next drive. And oh, their running back pushes forward for 12. Did not expect to see that play on 3rd and 8. Wild Geese were definitely playing the pass there. Jennings pumping this crowd up. Jennings trying to find a gap. Doesn't know if they're going to run it here. Still over 4 minutes left in this game. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Rutgers does snap it. They just get rid of it. He didn't want to take another sack. 2nd and 10. Something about these throwback unis have the defense playing lights out, and I love it. House on his feet, trying to get the crowd on theirs. 2nd and 10, 4:07 left in this one. It's an option. Both guys go after the quarterback, and Kirk brings the running back down from behind after a 1st down. The defense has come up clutch all day. Let's see what happens throughout this drive. Almost getting to the quarterback there. Brooks makes the tackle, pushing the receiver out of bounds. 1st down and 10. They hand this off to the running back who gets laid out. He doesn't get anything. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, sending a few extra guys on this play. Trying to get to him. Can't get to him. Herb Kirk in pursuit. Carter down at the 7. 3:11 left in this contest. They have that left side of the line stacked. Man in motion. Let's see what happens here. Inside the 10. This is where they've made their most mistakes today. They throw it out of bounds. 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Graham in motion for Rutgers. It is a running play to the outside, and he cuts in, breaks an ankle of Herb Kirk. Gets in the end zone. Very little time left, 2:53. And it looks like Wild Geese are going to go down by 3. It's up to Orlando Everett, who's coming off a red shirt, to lead this team to a victory. These are the kind of games that go down in history, though. I mean, if you come up big for a team in a game like this, you will not be forgotten, my friend. Studio update time, though. Let's see what's going on in that Florida State game. It looks like they were able to pull it off over Miami. 2:53, 3 timeouts left for each team. Now, you probably want to eat some clock here, especially once you get into field goal range, because you can take the tie, and then you don't risk them beating you last second. And it looks like Bernard Scruggs still on his feet to the 36-yard line, a 67-yard return. Now the Wild Geese can do literally whatever they want to try to work this clock and get in field goal range. 53-yard field goal from here. Obviously, you're not going to be making that if you're the Wild Geese. Let's see what they do here. Nathan Quinn's going to take this on the ground. He's going to push forward and find himself 3 yards. Wild Geese made a 49-yard field goal the other week. I mean, this is a 50-yarder, not much longer than that one, but this would be a very long kick. It'd be very impressive if he could make this one. This is NFL-style kick here in the Igloo in South Canada. It's cold. You can see the players' breath. They're trying to kill this clock right now. It looks like they're trying to run the option here. And Orlando Everett's going to keep it. And that's why he's so deadly. He's going to slide down after getting the first down. Handing this one off to Nathan Quinn. 1:40 to go in this game. Nathan Quinn finds a big lane. And that's a 12-yard carry for another first down. They're definitely in position to tie here, the Wild Geese. You don't want to have a turnover. You want to be careful. You want to be cautious. 1:20 left. You still want to work that clock. I think once you're under 1 minute, you're safe. But a touchdown here, though, only puts you up by 4. You just have to prevent that touchdown from Rutgers. And your defense has been playing great all day. Nathan Quinn's going to take this one. He's going to almost get into the end zone. A 3-yard gain. I thought he had a lane there for a second. Looking to go under 30 seconds. Orlando Everett snaps it here. He's looking for his tight end. He throws it to Harmon. Harmon catches it. It's a 7-yard touchdown reception by Alfred Harmon. 5 for 5 Orlando Everett was on the day after coming off the red shirt. 77 yards, 2 touchdowns. This man, welcome back Orlando Everett. Looking to go up by 4 here with this extra point, and it is good. 21-17, 27 seconds to go. Both squads still have 3 timeouts, so plenty of time to work this clock. Plenty of time to get down and score, so the Wild Geese defense has to come up one more time, and they have to come up big. And it looks like, oh my God, a lane has opened. They're going to get down to the 34-yard line. 21 seconds, 3 timeouts. Let's see what the defense does here. And it looks like House is going to play up on this running back. Don't let him get out of bounds. They don't. They have to use one of their timeouts, 16 seconds. They're trying to prevent the bigger play here. You can clearly tell that with 4 DBs playing far back. And, oh, Jennings misses the tackle. And that's Brown. They use their second timeout. 11 seconds. 11 seconds left in this contest. First down and 10. They have 1 timeout left. And they're going deep. And they beat him. They beat him. 6 seconds. They have a timeout left. What are they going to do here? They're going to be in the hurry up. They're down at the 6. Oh, man. Oh, man. I wouldn't want to be a Wild Geese defender right now. Let's see what happens here. They're on all their guys like glue. They're trying to get the sack, and they don't. They do! They do! They get the sack at the 1! They don't let him in! He got down at the 1! No time left in this game! The Wild Geese win in amazing fashion! Oh my God! 1 yard away from this being a totally different game. That play decides it all. And they make the tackle just barely. He falls inches short of the goal line. Wow. What a game for the Wild Geese, 21-17. The defensive performance was amazing. Orlando Everett coming off the red shirt. You couldn't be more excited if you're a Wild Geese fan right now for the rest of the season. That was a classic game for sure. What a contest. I thought for a last second there that we lost that one. I thought he was in. It was so close. What a play. Okay, 5 for 5 Orlando Everett. Okay, 2 touchdowns, 77 yards. He just played amazing. Tom Barrett, 2 interceptions, that touchdown. He's still a great backup. I think he's time to go to backup. They're both 77 overall. I think Orlando Everett has earned this starting job, though. Rushing-wise, not much going. Orlando Everett had 2 carries for 20 yards. Quinn had 7 for 23. Jose Golden had 2 touchdowns, 5 receptions for 46 yards. Alfred Harmon had 4 receptions for 45 yards and a touchdown as well. Defensively, it was just such a great game. Tackles for a loss, Ross Jennings had 4. House had 2. Williams had 1. Rawlings had 1. Baldwin had 1. Dykes had 1. If we look at sacks, we had 2 with Baldwin and Jennings getting involved. We had 2 interceptions, 1 from Bryant and 1 from McCulley. This play right here was the most exciting play. Look at this formation. Men in motion still. Look at this. He bounces back, and this is looking like a design pass, obviously. He's looking to pass. He doesn't see anyone open. Our coverage is pretty good. He does have a man open over here to the left side, but we could probably converge on that. The man calls for it, but the quarterback's already tucked it and is heading up the pocket. Gets caught on his own defender. If that didn't happen, if this stumble, if this trip did not happen right here, that might have been a touchdown because it took forever. Look at this man right here. Who is that? Who is this dude? That's Brooks. He's not converging. He's not going to the ball. But this man, this beautiful man, Baldwin, making a game-saving tackle at the 5, diving forward, catching his shoelaces, sending this player down. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Inches short. Literally. You can barely see the gap in between the ball and the goal line. His knee is down right there. This man is literally inches short. Just the most amazing game ever. I don't think, out of my Road to Glory, out of my Madden, out of this series, I've had a better game, a more interesting game, a game that I just wanted to share with the world. You guys got to hit that like button if you just couldn't believe that game. It was just the craziest game ever. Okay, so after that amazing game, it looks like we're losing some recruits. Justin Evans committed to Illinois. JJ Glover locked us out. I mean, this is just not good. So let's go look at our list. So obviously this athlete, he's the number 4 athlete in the country. We can commit less points to him. Same with this guard. He had a great visit. He just came and visited us. We'll commit less points to him as well. Probably down towards the 75 number. We can do that with both of these guys. Now this tackle, I'm going to keep points on these guys. Obviously we have this corner now as well. This is great. These are all great 3- and 4-star athletes. And we have a 5-star athlete as well. So let's go ahead with this defensive tackle. We're only 25 points behind him. We really got to swoon him. He came and visited. He's the number 9 defensive tackle in the nation. This athlete, we're really close to swooning. I want to get this fullback. I really want him to commit. I think he's going to be great, a great addition for the team. Same with this middle linebacker. We want to send more points his way. This tight end as well. He's a 3-star tight end. This free safety, we don't have a ton of points left, but I'm trying to get these guys to commit to us. Obviously, this man committed to Illinois already, so we're going to remove him from our board. Then we have been locked out by J.J. Glover, which really sucks. We wanted this strong safety. He's a hard hitter. But right now, we still are looking like we're in contest for pretty much everyone on this board. Maybe Tim Butler's kind of getting away from us a little bit. But we're really just trying to secure these guys. And I think we have a chance to secure, both these tight ends, a 3-star and a 4-star prospect. This halfback, who's the number 1 halfback in the nation, I think we have a chance at him. Same with this middle linebacker, this fullback, who's the number 1 fullback in the nation, this athlete, who's the number 2 athlete in the nation, this defensive tackle, this corner, this wide receiver. I mean, we got great people. I mean, even though we might only secure 12 people in the regular season during recruiting, I think that's pretty solid because these are great people that are going to improve key positions like wideouts, getting more weapons. These athletes are going to be great wide receivers. They're going to be great running backs. They're going to be great corners or strong safeties or free safeties, maybe even great linebackers. Then we're building up our offensive line, our fullback to help protection, our tight ends who need massive, massive improvement. And then obviously we're getting a new running back to replace Nathan Quinn if we can get Greg Daniels, and we're close to him right now, so we just got to keep up momentum. This cornerback that we have the lead on is ready to visit, so we're going to schedule a visit for him. Obviously, we have most people coming against this UConn game. They're in the top 25. I mean, that's a long shot for us to win this one. This UConn game, too, we're going to have someone come out. But that's going to be a long shot if we win that one. I really want to see how good this athlete is. I mean, if we look at him scouting-wise, let's scout him for 50 points. Yeah, I mean, this guy is so good. Okay, if we look at him, he's got 85 throw power, 82 throw accuracy, so he could be a quarterback, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, great agility, jumping. His tackle's not good, so he's not a defensive player. Play rec, man coverage, zone coverage, but his tackling's not good, so we're not going to put him on defense. Catching's okay, catching traffic's okay. Carrying's pretty good, so he could be a running back. I mean, we could test him on defense, but his tackling would have to completely improve. His man coverage and zone coverage are great, though. But in our next game, we're taking on the University of Louisville. Okay, they're an A overall team, A+ offense, B+ defense. I mean, this is a totally different beast, totally different animal. Rutgers, we had a chance. This is going to be a tough game. I mean, this is impossible. It's a Cinderella story if we win this one. Kirk's siding with Louisville. I mean, I have confidence in the Wild Geese, but I also know logic. And I just think it's going to be a tough game, tough sledding. Conference standings-wise, I mean, we're 3-0 in the conference. That's so far ahead of so many other teams. Connecticut and Temple are undefeated in regular season play. They're only 1-0 in their conference, though. Connecticut's going to be a very interesting game. They're 88 overall. We're 72. I mean, they're not much better than Rutgers, because Rutgers was 88 overall as well. So we have a chance to get against Connecticut, and that's our most important game of the season. A lot of our recruits that we're behind on are visiting during that game, so a win in that one would be massive. We have 7 games left in the regular season, a lot of season left to play. We have 1 loss, and that was against Alabama. So let's see where we are championship contender-wise, because, I mean, we were in the 60s last week. I wonder if we're improving into the 40s just yet. We're at 57, so not a lot of movement. I mean, if we end up winning, say, 4 or 5 more games, I would think we'd be in the mid-40s somewhere. Just nothing too crazy, but slowly improving on recruiting too. And the best thing is we have a lot of young talent, a lot of talent that has a lot of aging left to do, a lot of new talent that will be coming in, and a lot of red-shirted talent. So I think next year will really be a great season for us, even if this is a rebuild year where we try to go maybe 8-4 or 7-5 and just try to make a bowl game no matter what that bowl game be. Just try to stay in the conversation and keep recruits interested, and hopefully we can continue to work towards that 90 overall, and that's where I think we'll be truly elite, competing maybe at 85 overall for a national championship. We just need a couple more seasons under our belt. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. And until next time, peace out.
Oh!